Hey, and welcome everybody here to the Cruisin' Classics Next Gen series. This is May the 4th be with you. And I'm going to tell you, it's hot as hell inside this Darth Vader helmet, but we figured what the heck, we're going to do it anyway. But we're getting ready to kick off qualifying here, and so you'll be able to watch. But this is also our kickoff to the Veterans 48 fundraiser. And we have Jeff Powell here from Veterans 48 to talk to you all a little bit about what Veterans 48 is doing, the good work they're doing with veterans all across the country, and especially down there in Florida. So, Jeff, I'm going to kick it off to you while me and Jamie lay down some qualifying laps.
All right, just an idea of kind of what we're doing. The contest that we're in, of course, I'm promoting this Dream Chopper contest at the same time that to get Paul Senior to help us build three versions of our Veterans 48 Panhead. So we will build those things if I win and give those away, present those on the show to three different veterans with different requirements from that bike. So getting the news out from coast to coast and letting people know that this is available to them is what's most important. And so if you know friends, if you know somebody who is used to ride or just needs to reconnect with other veterans, that's kind of what we're all about. Now there are other bike building veteran groups, and we're all in contact with each other. I've got an Operation Combat Bike Builders. They rebuild old junk bikes. They got Combat Hero. It's a actually Hero bike. Anyway, they build custom bikes and probably tap into their list of recipients to get the right veteran with the right limitations or requirements from the bikes, so we can be selective about the guy. They've already vetted them and all that kind of stuff, but they build beautiful choppers, and we're sticking with the same bike, the same 48 panhead kit. But the big plan is to have the veteran build their own bike. So they put it together, nuts and bolts, and they have the pride in that, the pride in fitting it to themselves and then riding off with everybody. And so we're getting close to finishing that up. We have one bike. That's the big goal, is to finish this bike this year and donate it to somebody. And then that's if we don't win that contest. If we win that contest, we'll be giving away three of them.
Man, Jeff, I mean, that's awesome. And I love what you guys are doing. I'm an old motorcycle guy myself, old motorhead. So what you guys are doing down there with veterans, I know you're doing a lot of other things too, getting veterans together so they could just have that sense of camaraderie and brotherhood. I think that's awesome as well.
Yeah, it really is. And the thing I keep saying, so we'll never know the people that we saved. We'll only know the ones that we didn't. And we had a guy show up the other day. He just saw the Veterans 48 wooden hand-painted sign I've got on a crate by the street. I mean, we call it classy trashy. But he pulled in out of curiosity and out of need. He needed to connect somehow. And not to go into the story, but long story, but he come around several times, and he ended up finding a girl, and actually they just bought a house together. Everything's wonderful. They're out of state though, and kind of lost contact with him. But his dad finds me on Facebook and says, "Thanks for taking care of my son." And I'm like, I don't know what I did. I just included him in everything that's happening. When somebody walks in, I treat them like they've been around forever and we've known each other forever. They're included, especially if they're a veteran. But even if they're not, that's just my personality. But it's inclusiveness, because when you leave the service, especially after 20 or 30 years, and then you retire and everybody's congratulating you, but you're getting banished from the community. That isolation starts to set in. And you can fight it as much as you want, and it's coming, and it's still not easy. Even if you do have a wife and kids, support structure at home, it's still a challenge, because that's a big change in your life. So I'm trying to receive those guys in a place where they can still maintain. They're not getting therapy. There's nothing wrong with them. How to present it to them in a way where they would want to come out just to have a barbecue, sit around, sip some coffee, and chat. And that's my big goal, just to keep those doors open and the line of communication open, um, and help them out whatever I know they know.
Well, Jeff, last time I saw you was back in October after we wrapped up the first fundraiser we did for you. Our uh, people that support us, our drivers, their families, people just coming to the stream, raised $1,200 for your organization back then, and we're going to try to do that again, hopefully exceed it. But well,
All right, bud.
What's
you ready to go?
What has changed?
Like
what
talked about
have
time
you
and time
built
again,
on
one
since
lap,
October to now?
One pit stop, one
So we
plug
got
nub, one
all
can
of
of
the
fuel,
parts
everything.
except
One at a
for
time.
the
One,
fuel tank
one.
and
That's
the
all you've got to do.
bracketry to hold the seat
We'll
on.
line up where we need to
And
if
there
everybody
are
does their
some
jobs, everybody's smart.
compatibility
We're putting
challenges with
plenty
these
of
parts,
fuel to
which I
finish the ride.
expected.
All right,
And
bud.
I've had
You'll be starting on
several
the inside.
builders come
Get
by
ready
and
to
say they can
close.
help. Of course, it's always time. They got real lives going on too. One particular one's going through some medical challenges, but it's like you look at the sleeve to the axle. Do I grind the sleeve down? Do I stretch the frame out? Do I grind the slot? And you know what I'm saying? There's a right way to do it. I could imagine a dozen ways to make it fit, but I don't know what the best way is. The forks, having a little challenge seating the forks. I need a press of some kind that's handheld that I can bring to the forks instead of bringing the whole frame to the press. We're just like a hair. I'm talking like an eighth of an inch that I need to squeeze these bearing races in just a little more. But that's part of it. That's fun. I don't need to rebuild the carburetor so I can go to work the next morning. This bike's sitting there, and I don't need to be I love it, but I don't need to be working on it myself. I need to be working on it with other people, because that's the wrench therapy. That's the camaraderie, the common goal. And so when we build one, it's going to be documented, and I'll be able to build all of them. You know what I'm saying? I only need to see it happen once. I don't need to be told. That's why I'm branding the 48 Panhead. It's the same bike over and over again with slight mods, but those mods will be repeated. You know what I'm saying? So we're not reinventing the wheel. Here it is. Here's what we're doing, and we get the bike done in a week. I think we can build it in a week. I think that's my goal. Because the guy who used to sell the kit before he passed away, he said he can build one himself in a weekend. He says, but he's hustling and he knows exactly what he's doing. Sure. So I'm sure we can, especially with a team of guys, we can put the bike together in a week. But if I built one a month, I would be ecstatic. That's about as far as my goals go, as far as the bike builds, and then coordinating rides. That's one thing we're trying to do right now. We just started a plan to ride from Florida to Sturgis, a charity ride where people donate per mile. It's about 1,800 miles, but plan is to get an escorted ride with RVs and trucks and trailers if the bikes break down and things like that, so they can still accomplish the trip. But that's a skeleton right now. We're still piecing things. CVMA, they're hosting a lot of spots along the way. I need to get a spot there in Sturgis, or a couple miles outside of Sturgis. That's one big thing. There's a poker run where the local American Legions are hosting a poker run for us, and to pass that money on to us, and we get to be one of the stops where they'll drive in and grab a set of cards, and so hopefully that all works and it becomes a habit for these guys to swing by. You just got to figure out how to, again, all the coordination of that stuff.
Right. So what is it that you need what would be the biggest help to you right now?
Right now, probably that skilled mechanic that's built a dozen of these things to say, do this, don't do that. And of course, money is always helpful. I know I'm being stubborn, and everybody keeps telling me that's not what's going to happen, but I keep saying nobody gets paid at better than what I want to keep the participation genuine, because you hire somebody, they're there for the money. I can appreciate a pretty woman, but I'm not going to go to strip clubs and look at her. This is going to be money. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking it. I know it's a beautiful thing, but I want people there at the nonprofit for the right reason, because they want to help, and that's I think we'll lose that if we started paying people. But again, grant writers and events coordinators, things like that. To get them done right, you got to get a professional. So, and I don't want to do it. I want to just work on the bike. I want to talk to the vets. I don't want to do all that back show stuff. So of course that's down to the money. We don't have enough money to pay anything right now, so that's not even really the question. But yeah, so money first. We got to get the bike. I bought the bike parts myself. I'm not going to pay myself back until the bike is completed. Then I'll know how much money for parts. I'm not paying myself any wages or hours or anything like that. But that's where the parts came from. Every dime that's been donated to me sitting in the bank account, waiting for that finished product to be completed. just getting it done. I just know I have to get it. There's things I got to do, and I just got to do it. I got to pace myself because I don't have that kind of money to fund the whole thing. Now, my neighbor, he's done a lot of nonprofits. Of course, he's the one that says you're organizing at this and hiring these people and grant writing and all this. I'm like, man, it's a business. I think you lose, I feel, you lose purpose with all of that. And we've got plenty of those. We've got a lot of large volume of income coming into some nonprofits. I mean, there's some helpful ones. I want to make sure that mine is not just another hotline, just another show of
Right.
people. You know, I want them to see the veteran riding off on the motorcycles. So.
No, I think what you guys, again, and I've said it tons of times, and our audience and, you know, all the guys in the league hear a lot about Veterans 48. And anybody that's watching the broadcast right now, we carry Veterans 48 on the back of each one of our cars. So everybody's getting a good shot of the rear end of Jamie's car right now.
Well, yeah. Well, I was getting ready to say everybody's getting a real good shot of Cody's, but I forgot we're from Pat's cockpit, not mine. So, but yeah, the back bumper or the back, I guess it's the deck lid is what it would be called. It's really the prime piece of real estate on these goat locker cars because everybody else is behind us. So,
Nice.
the rest of the league gets to see support Veterans 48 and your website over every one of our league cars or our team cars, I should say.
Oh, nice. That's really cool. And that is really it. Yeah, for right now, I think that's the biggest thing is advertising it, get people to know we're there. Eventually, I'll do, a drive to get people paying monthly, $5 a month or something, because then I can budget that money. But right now, I'm trying to get just people know that we're here because right now it's basically an idea. I mean, there's stuff you've seen it. You've seen the bike parts in the shop. I've moved the shop around a little bit. I've secured my corner of the front building, which is all we need. We don't need the big shop. So that I can make that more compatible, more peaceful kind of a thing, and more of an environment where vets can reconnect. Coffee pot here, nice comfortable chairs, motorcycle sitting in the middle, nice clean wrenches, that kind of thing. And basically, sort of like if you've ever seen the inside of a NASCAR garage, that's not like your normal garage. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. Nice polished floors, shiny tools, and no clutter. Right now there's some clutter, but we'll get that all organized.
Well, again, anybody that's tuned in right now, we've kicked off our fundraiser for Veterans 48 and all the good stuff Jeff's doing down there. So be sure to head over to veterans48.org and check them out. Check them out on Facebook and all the cool stuff. And like you was talking about earlier, Jeff, I mean, you're in the middle of that contest, so you can vote free every single day to make sure that we keep Veterans 48 in the hunt to get those motorcycles built. But Jeff, man, it is awesome to be able to talk with you. We really appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with us for a little bit, and supporting the veterans that race here.
Yeah, thanks. So maybe one of these days we get down the road, a couple years down the road, we build some of these bikes and we can actually race them on the Barber Museum track.
Cool.
Wouldn't that be cool? A bunch of 48 panheads racing around in old leathers and stuff. But that'd be a good demo ride, big demo race.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to be there to broadcast that.
Oh, yeah.
That would be really cool.
Caution.
Oh.
Talk to you about your car real quick.
Caution has come out.
The road is closed.
6 laps into it, I'm kind of surprised we got that far, so.
Same here.
Race. Well, Jeff, we appreciate you coming in and letting everybody, giving everybody an update on Veterans 48. We talk about it every broadcast. I mean, there's not a time that we're on that Veterans 48 doesn't get mentioned. So it's one thing to hear it from us time after time after time, but it's always good when the folks can hear it directly from you, and it puts some, I guess, realism to it, maybe.
Yeah. Anytime you guys are around, Fort Walton, outside the back Tater Hurl, just come on by. I'm usually there. I always say I'm there from 10 o'clock in the morning to 2 in the afternoon, but I'm usually earlier and later. And if anybody's going to be there earlier or later, I can certainly stick around. But I try to keep the doors open just for people popping in, grabbing some lunch, chatting or whatever, seeing what's going on. But it'd be great to have a camera guy, too, to post more stuff. And we got to have more stuff to post, but we're getting there. It's still working, still growing, and I'm still enjoying it. And it ain't gonna quit because I ain't gonna quit. It's just one of those things, and that's what I'm gonna do for my retirement. That's my thing.
I love it. Absolutely love it, man. And yeah, I got to get my butt down there, and I'm hoping, as we get some of these bikes built and all that other kind of crazy stuff, I'll be able to get down there and shake your hand in person. And me and Jamie got a couple cars we need to get together too. So there's
There you go.
we got some multi-purpose stuff going on around here.
Well, if you guys are handy mechanically, there's all kinds of stuff. I got all kinds of ideas we can do beyond the motorcycle. But I got to get the motorcycle thing going first as the root, the base, and then we can work on some other projects.
Sounds like a plan. Well, again, everybody that's tuned in, please head out to Veterans 48. Check them out. We've got links on our Facebook page and everywhere to where you can make some donations. If you're in the Twitch stream and you want to donate some money, just let us know. And at the end of May, we'll get it all over to Veterans 48, and you'll be able to keep building that bike and doing the good stuff that he's doing.
That sounds great. Come on by and keep voting. The first vote of every day is free, so keep voting every day.
Awesome, Jeff. Take care, my friend.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Go back on. Hard. Pit road. Speed. You're going to be lining up behind
Well, Jamie, I think we got snookered.
I don't know, man. Tires are a pretty big deal. We just had basically a 7-lap run there. We'll see.
Yep. Oh. As I'm thinking about something, I don't even have that timing tower out, so I might want to take care of that, huh? There we go. Sorry about that, folks.
Why is everybody being so quiet in the chat tonight? That's unusual.
They're just listening to the story of Veterans 48, man.
I've got a NEOL. I'm slowed on the back strip. You say you needed one? I've already got one. I had to enter close to it.
So, I have no idea really what brought the caution out. Didn't see it. It was behind us. But that was a good little run there to start this race off. Like I said, I was kind of surprised we were able to go that far because last night in practice, I think we fully expected that this might be a troublesome race.
Yeah.
But definitely a good start. Kicked this inaugural Next Gen Series brought to you by Cruisin Classics off.
But we're going to be on the outside this time.
Yeah.
Behind the
And
27.
everybody's kind of tuned in. We're doing something different with this broadcast, if you couldn't tell already. We've got the in-car. It's going to be my in-car, but you'll see we've got our timing tower on the left-hand side there, so you can keep track of your favorite drivers. And then we've got the logos of our sponsors rotating up there on the upper right. So we're going to try some different stuff with it. And each week we'll switch out drivers. And so we'll bring either another Goat Locker Racing team member into the stream or bring some of the other guys in so that we can kind of chat with them throughout the race as well. Because we want this one to be real interactive and a lot of fun. And, for us to be able to get out here and race as well. So I hope you guys enjoy it. As always, if anybody's got any feedback, let us know. Yeah, I still don't know about the tires though, Jamie.
We're going to be fine.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I mean, it's just a little track position right now, but whatever.
And I did kind of think more people would come with us, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're restarting 6, so top 5 stayed out.
And I blew through my pits, even though I slowed down really early.
Telling me drop to the end up
So
there.
definitely I lost that position to you on pit road.
Still staying so on the left side. And that might disappear when you cross the green.
Alright, let's not be smart. Get those tires scrubbed in, bud. Get them cleaned up.
I got
Get
two
ready to go.
cars
Try to get a little bit of heat in them.
One's like a
Hey, Scott, it's off. You ready? Ready.
He gone.
We're back underway.
Green. That's it, baby. Let her eat, man. Come on, third or better today.
boys some room here as they're racing side by side.
Just remember, you're on cold tires.
Yep. I'm on ice skates.
Yep.
All right. Looks like the top 5 has gotten sorted out here.
Tell you what, the more we do this with these next-gen cars, the more I'm getting into the shifting thing. It's pretty cool.
It really is. This adds another element. Oh, somebody got real loose. I think that was Mike Browning that got loose, clipped the front end of Jake Ellingson.
The road is closed.
Around he goes.
Sorry, Mike.
No, that was lack of talent for me.
Yeah, it just looked like Mike Browning got real loose there. And luckily, he didn't wad up a few more cars.
Yeah, we were able to get through that pretty easily there. But that was right in front of you, so I'm sure that got your attention there.
It did for sure. I'm sure Jake Ellingson needs a change of underwear. Because, I mean, it did clip his front nose. I'm not sure what kind of damage he's got. I think he's talking to his teammate Cody right now and getting a good visual on it. But yeah, I mean, what an awesome way to kick off this fundraiser. I mean, it's always fun to talk to Jeff. And what I love so much about talking to Jeff is you can genuinely tell he's passionate about what he does.
Absolutely.
He wants to make a difference, and he wants Veterans 48 to do the good things that it's going to do for these wounded veterans.
Yep, absolutely.
No, he's falling for it. All right, we'll come back in. It's good to see these Goat Locker Racing guys up front too, because I got Jake Ellingson right there in front of me in that killer-looking Goat Locker Racing car, and then Cody Mcelwain's really, I mean, been strong tonight. See, Jake Fast Ham sitting there in second place, laid down the fastest lap in practice. And we got some of the other regulars here, as you can kind of see him going down the left-hand side of the screen. We got Christopher Morris out here running back in 11th position. Good to see Timothy DeLucas out here as well. Got Mark Harleyfield back here. He's hanging tough right now, from what I can tell. Dustin Harrell running back in 10th. Gosh, Lycan's first name. What is Mike Lycan's first name? Is it Mike? Is it Mike? We're gonna go with Mike. I'm gonna change. Yeah, I'm gonna change his name. So Mike came from, or we'll just say Lycan's. He came from one of the recruitment races. Very good driver. Glad to see him come out here and race with us. And then, of course, as you saw Q up there, we got Lanford Nation here in the race tonight. I said, Jamie, I'm pretty happy with the attendance. We got 19 drivers out here tonight. We'll pick up a few more here and there, but so far so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'd be remiss without talking about Cruisin Classics. They are the title sponsor for this series, based out of Columbus, Ohio. Oh, it's so awesome to have them on board. We've talked about them a lot, especially leading up to launching this series. But Cruisin Classics came on board, and it has been a phenomenal partnership to have them. So if you're in the market for some super cool hot rods and some really cool classic cars, head over to cruisinclassics.com. Check them out. Just don't buy my Chevelle. That Chevelle with the LS6 is mine. Don't buy it, please. Or if you buy it, give it to me, because I really want that car.
And speaking of gifts, we both did receive our gifts.
Yeah.
Quite a few people in the league contributed to that Mama Ellingson took care of. Got these cool jackets.
Yeah.
It's on the, well, I forget I'm not on camera, but
I just picked mine up and showed it to
lining up on the
the stream.
outside.
mine's on my racing seat behind me. It's a little warm here right now for a jacket, but unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to wear it while I race.
I'm
Not
already.
if I want to get to the end of this race, because I'd probably pass out.
Yeah, I'm trying not to race with my fan turned on, so I'm a little warm in the seat right now, so we don't get a bunch of extra noise here.
But they're still very awesome. I was super impressed with how our logo came out with the embroiderer. It came out super clean. Really couldn't get over that part. So very awesome and much appreciated. Thank you to everybody that is, especially Mama Ellingson, that took care of it all, and everybody that contributed to that. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah, man, just too cool. And I don't know, Jamie, I don't know why it is, around our first birthday or whatever. It just seems that the core group of guys that we have here in this league, and even the guys we've brought in, the 70-something members that we've got at this point in time, just all come together into this community and almost family like we always wanted it to be. We're giving stuff away to these guys. These guys are wanting to send us stuff. And, it's just really been awesome.
Yes, it has.
Except for Jake Ellingson. He still sucks. Oh, sorry. That was out loud. My bad. I guarantee his mom's in the stream right now going, he sure does.
Pace car's off. Be ready.
Game's open. In they go.
Ready. Green flag. Green flag.
Boy, nothing like
Attaboy.
not
Get
quite
after it,
hitting
brother.
that shift
Keep
right.
on digging, bud. You're doing great.
Back out of this. Let Alex go. Another one of our great team members, Alex Cruz there, the Gill Insurance Advisors number 5. So I got old Jamie Barkus breathing down my neck.
You're fine. I'm just
Outside.
trying to make sure I stay in front of Kevin Dianovich back here behind me. And I forgot we have 5 gears here for a second.
All clear.
Oh, thought I saw somebody right behind us. Yep, I sure did.
Caution. Sorry, caution.
All right, guys.
Pit road's closed.
I thought I saw somebody hang a real hard right up into the wall.
Yeah, Mama Ellingson.
Behind the 27.
That's the button on the Twitch panels there.
Ah, Jamie, we completely forgot. As we've been talking about this whole thing, Go Locker Racing's going to kick this fundraiser off right. We are donating $100 tonight.
We forgot to say that while Jeff was here.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it too.
Go Locker Racing's chipping in $100 here tonight to kick this thing off. So, again, if you're on that Twitch stream, and Jamie knows all the technical stuff. He's like our social media guy.
Yeah, this on that Twitch homepage there for the channel, you should see a donate button. The information should be updated with Veterans 48. That's where all the money will go that gets donated. So you can do that through PayPal, and we will make sure that money gets to Jeff in Veterans 48.
It's open.
Ah, sorry about that, Jay.
Oh, Cody almost got me.
He ain't going nowhere. Oh, man.
Hey, Armin Brusso.
Hey.
See you, buddy.
A few takers coming down pit lane. You got to watch there on your left-hand side. You'll see who's on pit lane right now. So we got some takers this time around. Don't know if a couple of those guys were the ones wrapped up in that wreck, but yeah, I think we've hinted at it a couple times here tonight, Jamie. But maybe you can kind of explain how this car handles at this track.
Well, just like everywhere else with this next-gen car, it's such a challenge. So I don't want to, not trying to knock the car, but I guess one complaint I've got is how inconsistent it is. You'll be running fine, and then all of a sudden it's just going to decide that this time around you're just going to be wicked loose, and it can get very loose getting into the corners here. It can get very loose when you get back on the gas, and it seems like it's just such a very fine line where the racing line is, to where either the car is going to handle really, really good for you, or it's going to be really, really bad. So it's been a handful every place we've run it. Indy's no different, but I think the more we run it, guys are going to learn more. They're going to learn more about this rack and pinion steering, which is what is most likely causing all the issues that we're having. It's just a different monster than what most everybody out here is used to. So definitely a learning curve, but it's a challenge. So I'm all about it.
Yeah, and I mean that's one of the main reasons we kind of stuck with this series and this car is we got a lot of talented drivers out here that want to be challenged, that want to get out here and manhandle these cars and have these types of conditions. And I mean, me and Jamie are no different. You know, you get behind the wheel of the car, yeah, it frustrates the heck out of you. Like, why did it twitch this time? But it makes it real challenging, and that's what I think we're enjoying the most out of it. I'm with you, Jamie. The shifting's kind of, I'm getting used to it, and I'm kind of digging it. It just makes it so much different. But I think it's what you're going to see a little bit here. You know, at least through the first few races, there's going to be some guys that are going to struggle with car control. I mean, it just is. And so we really get a good feel for this car, and I think you hit the nail on the head, Jamie. I think it is this rack and pinion, because it's just a different way of how the car reacts and how you can try to catch it. Well, not catch it most of the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, picking up some tricks to it for sure, because you're not going to save it in the traditional way that we have, in the past. That all we knew was one way, really, and now that way just not going to work with these cars. If you get behind the steering, you're done. But there's some things. I'm not going to talk about it here, because if other people haven't figured it out, then that's them. That's on them. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I like the fact all these GLR cars are up here at the front. So
we just got to get this Indy Autosports guy, Fast Hand, out of here. I'll take care of that here shortly.
We've got Kevin Dianovich in the 97. He's up here running well. Not sure if he's affiliated with anybody or not. We'll have to check into that. But
boss man, plumbed up tight. Be ready to go. Pace car's off. You ready?
I tell you, the gamesmanship up here is awesome. And they're gonna get it.
No.
Creamy. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but these cars are definitely not, the typical cup car that we're used to, where you can basically just go into the corner, not use any brake, maybe lift off the gas, and you'll be fine. That is not going to work here, really at any track so far with these cars. You've got to use the brake everywhere, even though they don't really work worth a crap, but you got to use brake, you got to work that gas pedal, so it's a driver's car. It's not just slinging around with your pedal to the floor and call it a day car.
That's a tough battle here for second place. Jake Ham's doing everything he can to try to get around that 27 to Jake Ellingson. He's going to pop out of line here. Got a good, strong run. He is going to beat him down into the corner. And Jake Ham moved him up to second place. Oh, come on, girl. Don't do that. Well, folks, I almost died right there.
You weren't the only one.
Again, Cody McIllwain continuing to have a strong night. Jake Ellingson's pulled back up to the bumper there at Jake Ham. Oh, we got the Jake and Jake fight. That you didn't comment on that.
Ah,
Eh.
back in, just tried to come around me there on the exit of 4. Like I said, it's just one lap to the next. You don't know what you're going to get. This is like the Forrest Gump of stock cars, I guess.
I got that reference. It took me a second, but I got it.
Top 5 here, we've definitely pulled away a little bit.
Sorry if I got you there, James.
It registered, but I didn't feel anything. Heard a little clunk.
I really wish iRacing would change the color of that
I thought I heard it,
message.
but I didn't feel anything.
I walked
Oh,
away before I
from the yellow.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't do that. Something with that code, I guess.
Well, these tires have not made the difference that I hoped they would.
Car damn near undrivable, though.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've kind of seen out of these cars a little bit is you start running your faster laps, like 8, 9, 10 laps into a run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so nobody can make it from here on fuel, so one way or another, we're making a pit stop. Rotate there, young lady. Tough battle up here up front. These three drivers are staying real close together. Staying in touch here, but it seems like every time I get closer, this car twitches and gotta gather it back up and go back on the attack.
Yeah, this car has definitely got aero
Should be a caution.
cautions out.
Yeah, everybody come down pit road because you can make it on fuel from here.
Checking up for the pace car here. In one.
Coming up on lap number 25, we're scheduled 60 here tonight. Cruisin Classics Next Gen Series. Hasn't been too bad. Gotten a couple decent little runs there.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying, this car is definitely aero sensitive. You know, we saw it last week in Atlanta. That if a car in front of you started going around, it was going to pull you around with it. And I think that's what you're seeing when you get close. When you get up close to somebody there,
Open.
that's when you're getting those little twitches that you're not expecting. So you're really going to have to set up your passes here. Because one, Indy's pretty tough to pass on anyways.
Yeah. Let's see if I can actually get in the pit box this time.
Yeah, me too.
Pit box in 10.
Just expect it to stop, and it doesn't. It is the
5,
weirdest thing.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
I missed it because there's a guy behind you. God, did you do that?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean,
Well,
I feel like I'm having to slow down a lot sooner than I want to.
yeah, for sure. Drop the jack.
Go. 0 speed all the way down.
So I can beat Pam off of pit road, but
Looks like I'm gonna drop a spot here. 2 spots.
I don't know how my fast repair came on, but it did, and it's gone.
Pace cars entering 3.
We are 2 laps to the good on fuel, so.
alright, I'm confused. Why is J Cam in the 85?
I want to say he changed numbers, maybe?
Did he? Okay.
Maybe we didn't change
One to go.
the lead?
Should be on
Yeah,
outside.
okay. Have to get that fixed.
Yeah, because I'm showing him the number 3 car on the timing tower, so we'll have to get that fixed up for sure. But we'll talk about a couple of guys here tonight. The races are having. Again, Cody McIllwain continues to dominate this race. J Cam as well, been staying up here in the top 3. Jake Ellington having himself a solid night as well. We see old JB Barkus in that red beard, number 15, running in 4th. That's going to move Christopher Morrison, who we haven't had a chance to talk about here tonight, up in the 5th position. My dumb butt for blowing through my pits is going to move back to 6th. Mike Browning, good recovery from him after that early accident. He's moved up into 7th position. Alex Cruz in that Gill Insurance Advisors number 5, sitting at 8th. Looks like Timothy DeLucas back at 9th. Colton Lanford from Lanford Nation running back at 10th. I don't even know. I'm sure they have some secret handshake or war cry or something. I'm assuming. I mean, if you're going to call yourself Lanford Nation, you should at least have a war cry, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe somebody from Lanford Nation can put in chat whatever their little meeting call is. And I just noticed over on the fundraiser little deal, we got a $20 donation.
Awesome. We're looking back at Greg Barnett back there in 11th. Jim Kaufman in 12th, having a good night. There's Kevin Bionovich in 13th. Matt Knights in 14th. Dustin Harrell in 15th. John Anthony in that 00, a couple laps down in 16th. Mark Holyfield, 5 laps down on 17th. Tommy Osborne, I believe he is out of the race along with Mike Likens. So getting ready to take this green flag.
All right, Big. Pace cars off. Be ready. Green. Gotta be smarter. Get ourselves a solid top 5 today.
All right. Tell you what, getting through 1 and 2 on these restarts is pretty nerve-wracking, so I'm always a little relieved once we get onto that backstretch.
Yep, I would agree with you wholeheartedly. Better of that move.
I should have thought better of that dang break point right there. Got in way too hot.
Yeah, had a little run there on Jake, but decided better.
there. You're clear.
Oh my goodness.
One inside.
Go.
Good save, good save.
Oh!
Nice save, man.
I didn't want to have to use that trick, but all right, it works.
Good lap there, good lap.
'76 coming out of the pit.
He knows you're coming.
Oh boy.
Outside. Clear, clear, clear.
And it does it again. Oh, I'm dead.
Uh-oh.
Caution somewhere. Wasn't driving there, homie. Pit road is closed.
Yeah.
You're going to be lining up behind the tree.
You gonna be able to limp it back?
Oh no, it's dead. It is completely dead.
Got me choking up over here, man.
Oh, we got
Line up behind the tree.
22 minutes over. 2 minutes to tow here, so.
Pace car, it's it.
I think it only put you one lap down, so definitely going to recover from that. But we are halfway through our race here tonight. On lap number 30. Had a few cautions here for sure. We all expected it again. This car, and everybody kind of learning it here a little bit. Even the best drivers got a handful here. Looks like John Anthony has decided to take his car to the hauler here.
Man. That was no bueno.
Road is
It didn't sound like it.
No. Just, 2 laps in a row, same spot. Car just got really loose there. Was able to save it the first time around, but could not do it the second time, so. But, luckily we got this fast repair, so get in here, get this thing fixed up, and get back out there.
Hi, Jake.
Pit
See what we
road
can do.
is closed. 38.
Lucky
Got
dog
the
coming high. Lucky dog coming
Yeah, we're coming
high.
outside. Be aware of that.
I think it's the first time we've had a lucky dog.
I think you'll be behind the 38.
Guess the other ones must have gotten caught up in something and weren't able to get that lucky dog. But, Craig Barnett goes by, puts it back on the lead lap here. Again, we're just past halfway here at our race here at the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We kick off our Cruisin Classics Next Gen Series. Been a lot of fun. Earlier in the broadcast, everybody got to hear from Jeff Powell, the founder and president of Veterans 48. And we've also kicked off our month-long fundraiser for Veterans 48. Sounds like we're getting some action on the Twitch channel, so that's awesome. Again, Goat Locker Racing donating $100 here this evening to get that thing kicked off. So we'll be doing it the whole month of May. So don't empty your pockets today unless you really want to. Plenty of chances to donate. We're still going to have plenty of giveaways as well. We've got hats and everything, as many people have seen, and you can see us wearing them right now. They're really killer. So opportunities to hang out in the Twitch stream, catch some prizes and things like that. We'll probably do a couple of those on the Thursday night series. Kind of hard for us to do it here, but tune in. Make sure you donate. Make sure you do your daily votes for Veterans 48 as well. Great organization that we are super proud to be partnered with.
You're funny, Armin. You're real funny.
Oh boy.
No, I don't know what happened there. I got loose, turn 3, and saved it once, but couldn't save it twice, so had to be towed back, use that fast repair.
Well, only one lap down.
Coming to halfway this time. Behind the tree. Oh, 1 to go. part about who's on your
I'm
outside
staying
there.
low, bro.
See old Jake Ellingson in the rearview mirror there. Having a strong night. Again, Cody McIllwain continues to dominate. Led every lap here this evening so far. Having some good runs by some other guys. But yep, that does put, you'll see Jamie back there in 15th position, 1 lap down. He'll be racing Dustin Harrell for the Lucky Dog position. So those 2 cars are 1 lap down apiece. Mark Holyfield is the last car out here on the track tonight, running 16th, 8 laps down right now, but toughing it out, it looks like. Mike Browning continues to kind of rise up. He's up to 6th position. Max Cruz is kind of falling back here a little bit. He's back at 12th right now, but hanging on to the car. I guess that's the most important thing. I tell you, Jamie, I still got to keep it in my head. Sequential shifter, sequential shifter. I'm so used to the 4-speed, you know, gated.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I'm just used to four speeds. Period. I keep forgetting we got 5th. And sometimes I'm forgetting to shift until I see that red number getting really high, and then I'm like, oh, guess I better shift.
Boss, when you get them elbows out, get into 1.
Surprised I haven't blown a motor up yet.
I'm surprised too. I've, you know, in some of those recruiting races and practice races, I did not get the shifting right at all.
Green flag, green flag. Nice work, buddy, nice work. Straight and smooth, you're doing an awesome job. Good job.
We're back underway again.
Outside. Clear outside.
Boy, I locked up the left front on that.
I got through turn 3 without issue that time, so that's always a good thing.
Outside.
Oh, we got a
Clear
mess.
out there. Caution, caution.
Oh,
Looks like
Take a drink or
Jake
something like
Ellingson. Was that Jake?
Road
Check
closed.
out the space go.
oh, it's just getting ready to pass fast
Line
ham.
up behind the pace car.
Oh,
We're gonna check up all at attitude.
Line up behind the pace car. Looks like you'll be lining up behind the tree.
sounds like, yep, I see Ellingson back to 13th position right now. Still seems like he's running, so he'll be able to bring that car down pit road, get it fixed up. Not sure who else got tangled up in that mess, but Jake seems to take the brunt of it there as he's still catching up to the back of the field.
All I could see was Jake looked like he was spinning in the middle of the front stretch there, about to start finish line.
Open.
Luckily, it looked like everybody was able to get around him. I mean, obviously, he got into somebody most likely that caused that, but the rest of us back here were able to get by.
There we go.
And we got Jamie Mullins in the chat now. Glad to see him out here.
I'd much rather see him behind the wheel of a car, but okay.
Or up here in the booth with us.
Or hanging out with us or something. Man.
J Cam with his Bob Ross fetish there.
It's open. No, close.
Why?
12. Got the lucky
Oh.
dog.
How you gonna let Dustin Harrell get the lucky dog, Jamie?
I don't know how he was. I really don't know how he could have been in front of me. I thought he started behind me. Nobody passed me. I got around hard. Weird. Okay. So where does that put me? Am I the?
You're the only car one lap down.
Alright, so as long as I don't cause the next caution as soon as we have one.
Yep.
Tell you what, Jamie, go to the waiting room and one of us will pull you up.
That's gonna have to be you, my friend.
I think. Yeah.
Man, I tell you, these Indy Autosports guys outdo themselves with these paint schemes.
Alright, Jamie, did we get you in here?
I don't hear it.
In the channel.
Mass confusion.
Jamie, are you muted? Can you hear us?
I just did that for effect. I threw my water bottle out the window. Trying to keep it real.
Guess Jerry Mullins is having technical difficulties. His mic is not working.
Ah, well, it'd be real tough to talk to us then.
1 to go. You'll be on the inside.
Really wish I was in team chat right now so I could get the head started when Cody was gonna go, but guess we're just gonna have to race heads up.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing earlier when I was up there.
Next week, we'll be racing with the Goat Locker team. This week, it's just me and Jamie because we had Jeff Powell come up into the booth, and we wanted to make sure to give him his time of attention without a bunch of team stuff going on. But we'll have the rest of the team in the channel next week. And again, we'll kind of swap some drivers out. We got a couple guys on the team that got getting their web cameras set up. So we'll be able to see the bright shining faces of people like Alex Cruz and Jake Ellingson, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to get Cody on camera. We can hope, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to. And then Ryan Pendleton, another member of the Goat Locker Racing team, is, well, he's got stuff to do, and he's going to be out for a little while, so unfortunately he couldn't make it here tonight. We'll be around here for a couple weeks due to some work stuff, but can't wait to get him back on the track here, and we'll get him behind a webcam as well. And y'all get to see Ryan Pendleton's bright shining face as he carries the colors for Veterans 48. And here in the Next Gen Series, he's going to be running the Cruisin Classics car.
Yeah, it was a real shame to find out that he was getting called away. His parents are the own Cruisin Classics, so it's their series, and now he doesn't even really get to run in it. So that was definitely disappointing. And I'm sure that was the most disappointing thing for him, having to go out of town for work.
Green flag. Outside. Clear, clear.
I'm in an Indy Autosports sandwich here.
You got it, Jamie?
Oh!
Here we go. Hey, everybody, welcome Jamie Mullins up to the booth.
How y'all doing tonight? Looks like y'all are having some fun if you're in Indy.
It is a blast, man. It is a blast. Of course, I'd probably be having more fun if I didn't tear the car up, but we're all fixed up now.
Yeah, I've heard that this track is really a handful with next-gen cars.
You heard the truth, my friend. There's something else.
So this will be the first race for the Cruisin Classics sponsored series. Looks like y'all are having fun.
Oh, yeah. Good times.
Outside.
Hold on to her, Kaufman. Hold on to her.
Nice work, man. I think that's first place right there in front of you, man. Go get it.
Jim Kaufman getting a little loose there through the 1 and 2, but he held on to it.
Oh, I got my teammate not looking in his mirror, not giving me some drafting help.
Still out there.
Yeah, I was out of town this week, and luckily my son's computer, he's a big Discord guy, so I was like, well, I'll just get on the computer and see if I can't string with y'all.
out there.
Ah, nice.
Still
Not a
out
bad
there.
turnout for the first race.
No,
No.
not at all.
Still outside.
So it looks like we're 39 laps into the run.
Still outside.
To the race. Do they tighten up as the run goes on, or do they get looser?
Kind of start driving a little bit better, to tell you the truth.
But
Clear.
it does tighten up, but you still have to have that throttle control because it will step out on you at any time. So even though it does start getting a little more comfortable, you still can't get crazy and just stomp back on the gas whenever you want to. Oh, somebody's up in the wall. I should be the lucky dog here, folks.
Woohoo!
Lined up. Close.
All right, yep.
Gonna line up
Just
behind the tree.
started lap number 40 here, so we're coming down to 20 to go.
Jamie back on the lead lap and let him get up there and battle for the lead. It could be kind of interesting and fun.
Nice
I
go
think.
attitude.
Yeah. Looked like Mike Browning had another handful of car again as I saw him. Was up here racing with us, and now he's back in 14th position, so I think that's what really kind of brought up the caution there.
Thank you, Armin. Thanks for coming out, man. Always glad to have you around, brother.
Heck yeah.
Come by anytime you want. We got 4 series going now that you can hop into if you want to race. So you're always welcome here, Goat Locker.
Well, if this series is anything like all the other ones y'all put out, this competition is going to be through the roof. They're really, really hard to run. You know, keep up with the faster guys up front, and it's just very competitive. At the end of every race, every truck race that I've ran, and I mean, even in the super late models, it's kind of like I'm sweating trying to catch up and stay up front with the leaders. But man, the competition you guys have in this league is just totally outstanding.
Yeah, we've talked about that a little bit earlier. I mean, the group of guys that we've assembled here, and I mean, I'm going to say it's dumb luck, but it's like, maybe some of it is, you know, but you get the right group of guys together, and it's really come together as quite the community, as quite the kind of little family here, and love seeing all the same names and faces, you know, run throughout the series. Love seeing all the excitement behind, you know, stuff that we're doing, like the Veterans 48 fundraiser, guys rallying behind that. You know, we've got guys that asking how they can buy some of our hats, and you know, all kinds of fun stuff. I mean, but yeah, to your point, Jamie, yeah, I mean, there's some stiff competition out here for sure.
And the things that y'all do with Veterans 48, it's amazing, the stuff that y'all promote for that. And as a veteran myself, I can't thank y'all enough for what y'all do, and I know y'all veterans too, so anything we can do to help those guys out.
Yeah, I had a great conversation with Jeff Powell early in the broadcast. Yeah, man, just good stuff all the way around. It's talk about sweating. I'm sweating my butt off here, Jamie.
Yes, it is. It is hot. It gets a lot hotter in here racing than it does doing broadcasts. So
Yeah, it does. And I'm not allowed to turn my fan on because it causes too much noise. So I'm extra hot. Should have put some extra baby powder on today. For any of your visual thinkers, that was for you. Nobody.
Jamie, did you pit for that?
I have not pitted. I'm gonna try to get caught up here, and then I probably will come back down pit road. Especially since we're not limiting tires here in this next gen series. No reason to not get them.
I'm honestly quite curious to see when and if any of these top guys come in. You know, it's been 17 laps on the set of tires that, you know, the top 3 are on right now. You start to see a little bit of mix behind. You know, looks like Kevin Dianovich is on 11 lap tires, Christopher Morris on 7 lap tires. So we're starting to see some differences, but I don't know if they're going to make much of a difference. I think there's just going to have to be a wide gap in the tires to make much of a difference here. So I'm pretty sure Cody McIllwain's done coming down pit road unless there's some sort of accident, especially with taking the green with 18 laps left here to go.
We're already inside 20 laps.
Yes, sir.
I'd be kind of curious to see what new tires would do with worn tires or semi-worn tires. But I also think track position is going to be key.
Yeah, especially at this place. It's very, very hard to pass.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a draft here, but it's not enough to like slingshot you by the guy. You know, you could definitely pull up to their bumper, you can get to their rear quarter panel, but that's about as far as you're going to go. It's just not enough. So I mean, you've got to really be strategic about setting up your pass. You really got to set it coming off the corner. That's where the run's got to start.
Yeah, you'll have to set your run up early, even if not on the straightaway before.
Yeah, you have to plan it for sure.
I ran probably 2 laps side by side with Jay Cam there, and finally just kind of gave way because we were just both losing ground. And yeah, I mean it's a tough place to pass for sure.
In these cars, is the preferred line on the
Get a little
inside?
deep breath there, buddy. Grab those belts, give them a little tug.
It's kind of equal. I would say the inside, but kind of like most tracks,
Off.
on the inside you don't get to use all the exits, so you lose some speed. And if you're on the outside, then you know you kind of don't get all that injury either. So it's a little give and take.
Cody got a pretty good jump on that one. Of course, being the control car, he probably can't get it up. Y'all ain't letting him get away, though.
No sir. But you'll see right here. I mean, I could pull right up to him, but if I try to go into the corner side by side, it's just not going to do any. Oh, kind of missed a shift there a little bit.
Outside. Still there. Still out there. Still outside.
It's just hard to get that run off on the inside.
Yep.
Still out
And
there.
Jake's going to have the drafting help, so I'm kind of a sitting duck.
Clear, clear, clear.
Do a nice little block there. Good one.
Yeah, I'm finding a lot of success passing people through the middle of 1 and 2. Rather than trying to get to the inside of them going into the corner, just carry as much speed as you can and then get underneath them on the exit of 1 and use that short chute to make your ground there. Oh, we got a wreck. Alex, looks like Mike Browning again, maybe.
The road is closed.
This did all that work to get around the 12 car, and I gotta let him back by. And Papa Ellingson's who's asking is in your rear view, Pat.
That's oh boy, that's good old Jake Ellingson. That is guy.
Recovery for him.
That's a hell of a recovery for him.
All right, I'm starting to have doubts here about who's actually driving that car. Are they letting Pagan drive that car tonight? Because that 27 has been really strong tonight, and I just have a feeling that they've pulled something on us, and that's actually Pagan behind the wheel.
I mean, I guess all things are possible.
I mean, I'm not mad at you. I
think we'll definitely have some guys coming down pit road here.
Well, let's see if Ellingson starts gaining more positions, then I will say it's Pagan.
Jake Ham down pit road there.
track position.
Close.
What I can get behind.
I think that's the key to it. I really do.
76. Got the lucky dog. Gonna have one coming to the
I
outside.
haven't seen tires make a huge difference. Like you said, though, we'll have to see how Jake Ellingson does. He's on 10-lap fresher tires than myself and Cody. So, but I just haven't seen him make a huge difference.
Behind the 76.
So I think, like I said before, I think Cody is not going to come down pit road ever again. And I think I'm on that same accord unless I absolutely destroy this thing. I think I'm going to ride it out to the end and see where she finishes.
Well, Jamie moved up to 8th, so that's a good call, staying out.
Oh, I had just gotten those tires after getting the lucky dog there, so.
You got Dustin and Greg in front of you. Colt.
Look at old Lanford Nation running up in 5th.
Good recovery for him. I saw him having some issues earlier, and way to battle back. Haven't really heard much from Lanford Nation in the chat tonight, though. They've been really quiet.
It's 3 of my Grave Intention Motorsports teammates there, so be careful with them.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We got GLR cars up in the top 3 right now. Cody McIllwain continues to lead. Somehow I snuck up to 2nd. We're looking at Jake Ellingson with a hell of a recovery up to 3rd. Christopher Morris running back and 4th, and rounding out the top 5 right now, there's Lanford Nation. As we talked before, checking on a couple of the other Go Locker Racing guys. Jamie Barkas has moved up back up into 8th position after, well, as he put it so eloquently, he died. So he has been resurrected. He is back on the lead lap, and then Alex Cruz just kind of had he's not having a real strong night tonight. He's kind of hung back there at the back half of the top 10 and running back in 11th here. So with that accident, looks like Mike Browning has gone 2 laps down at this point in time. I know he's had to burn up his fast repair, so he's probably sitting on pit road getting all kinds of work done to that car.
Looks like there's only 3 cars that are out.
So not a bad night, but one thing I just realized is Cody and Jake Ellingson are going to sitting in the same team chat, so I might be falling back to 3rd place here on this restart.
Have to make them work for it, that's for sure.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I really hope they are working together. So.
They are. They definitively are.
Yeah.
I've seen this game played a couple times, man. Those 2 guys have started nose to tail a couple different times, and yeah, it's pretty coordinated. Don't talk about it that much, but Cody McIllwain sporting the Fallen Lineman Foundation car. That's a cool cause as well. We don't talk about them nearly enough. Cody McIllwain's a lineman himself down in Alabama. And if your power's ever gone out and you don't appreciate what those men and women do, you should. But he runs the Fallen Lineman Foundation paint scheme, and it's just so super cool to have him be a part of this team as well.
Ready. Green. Pit road is open. That's it, baby. Get up on it.
I can see out of the top 3, pretty much know the tail.
A little twitch out of the number 6 machine there.
Looks like he's running just a little bit higher in turns than you are.
And I've seen a lot of guys doing that. I feel more comfortable getting as low as I can into these corners.
Yeah, me too.
I try to get those lefts underneath that white line, not hitting the rumble strips, obviously. just feels more comfortable to me to do it that way. But I've seen some guys running higher lines through the corners. But it seems to really help me get a drive off.
Jamie picked up 2 positions there.
Nice.
Just lost a spot to the fast ham there.
Oh, Cody's gonna play games with me. All right, Cody. All right.
Trying to break that draft.
Yes, sir.
You're still within knocking distance of them. See what happens.
It's gonna take a mistake. Cody is strong at this track. We've raced here before in the Xfinity and everything like that. He really understands this track. It's gonna take a bobble. I'll try to keep the pressure on him and see if I can't force an error, but that's an uncommon thing out of Cody.
I don't know if y'all talked about this or not. Are y'all doing any type of shifting at all?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, going into the corners, shifted down to 4 to get a little engine braking, but it really helps with drive off. And then about, I don't know, a third of the way down the straightaway, you're putting it into 5th. And so, yeah, you're shifting every lap. Leaving it in 4th gear, you know, going through the tunnel corners and everything and through the short chutes. Mr. Morris has moved himself up to the 3rd position. I'm telling you.
Lost the position to Jake, but then ended up gaining it back altogether.
Scott by Colton.
I tell you, it's like dancing with death every freaking lap. Is this going to be the lap I die? No, all right. Off to the next one.
Live to fight another lap.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Cody McIllwain is very strong. I have got nothing for him. He's going to have to make a mistake.
Yeah, he's pulling away ever so slightly every lap.
Nah, he's getting into the corners much better than me. I'm exiting them better, but it's just not enough. Try to change my line here a little bit, see if I can gain a little bit of speed here. Always ends up being a recipe for disaster to this that late in the race.
Lap 53.
Here we go again.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's butt cheeks are puckered.
I saved it. Luckily, the 97 car was on his... Oh, wow. I could have been paying attention and got around me. Got through without hitting anything. Lost 2 positions. This stupid car, man, I don't get it. It's a shot. I mean,
From what I've noticed driving them is there's no warning. It just it'll feel good and then all of a sudden it's gone. It'll snap around. It's so hard to recover once you're that way. They're just difficult to recover once they're on sideways. It's hard. It's really easy to overcorrect and make it even worse. Yes.
Somebody tell Cody to get out of my air. Now he's taking my low line. It's causing my car to push.
Close 2/10 on them already.
I was right on his bumper there, and then he took my line and made me shut up. So I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, hang on, girl.
97 car got loose off of turn 4. So I'm gonna get that spot back.
Jake is kind of solid in fourth place. Almost a half a second in front of Jake.
Five to go, boss.
Oh, Colton, come on now. Woo.
Sorry, Jamie, got a little loose there.
You're all good, man. You're all
Harry,
good.
You're all good.
Looks like we put a little bit of space on Christopher Morris there. He's gained a little bit of time on us.
Over a second in front of Chris.
Cody is definitely driving this car hard off into the corners. A lot deeper than I want to go.
I'll let it go.
Yeah, I was waiting. Moment of silence.
Well, he's not pulling away from you, though. He's been a pretty constant gap. A 10 here and there.
Just
I
could
get
not
that
stay
spot
on
back
gas.
Got my spot back from Colton. Now I'm back in 6th.
There we go.
Just way too far back to try to do anything else, so unless a caution comes out, this is going to be where I finish. That's fine.
Cody is driving the wheels off that car. He is wiggling, same as me, coming out of these exits every time.
Get a lap car coming up in front of you. It'll be a factor.
Like I said, it's going to take a mistake out of Cody here. I can get to him. I just can't do anything with him.
Two more, let's go.
Yeah, he is stepping away.
Yeah, I mean, the way it looked like tires really didn't make that much of a difference. 100% right on that. He's had not enough laps on him to tell. Did y'all pit at all?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That good.
Coming to the white
Well, Cody's
flag
only
this
pit
time.
once.
Mm-hmm.
White flag's out.
I have to overdrive the piss out of this car, but we're going to give it a shot.
Alright, so I'm going to give you an example of how this car can be frustrating. My best lap was a 53.504 that I ran on lap 4. Here we are at lap 60. I just ran a 53.520. Okay? Now, I just went from the car being so loose I could barely drive it to now the thing feels like it's a rocket ship.
I gave it everything I had there. Yes, sir.
Green flag.
Hell of a win, Cody.
Very nice job, fellas. Good job. Everybody, great weekend. Amen. Important. Everybody, good job.
Won the top 5, but I'll take it.
Not bad. The first race of the season.
Good run,
Sixth
man.
place. You can always gain them back.
Yes, sir.
All over again, isn't it?
People in front of you. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Celebrate with the
Fun,
team.
brother. Right back at you.
I'm coming.
Everybody, thanks for the good time.
Hey, Matt, thanks for being here, man. We appreciate you.
All cars go to pit road. Out by the wall, only 2 crew members to the car. Stall 15. Stopping us right here, I think. And they want you to come up.
Who is the top 3?
Cody, me, and Christopher Morris.
Looks like these things are even a handful doing victory burnouts.
Once again, crash up over here.
Your oil tank is getting
Right.
high.
Yeah. Good stuff here. So, I'm going to hang tight here. Awesome, Cody.
The water temp keeps getting high.
Well, take care of it. Okay, I got to get out of this car. I'm dying here. Save this replay here. Let's pull up a couple things here and see if we can't get some people up into the broadcast booth. So everybody hang tight here. Oh, yeah, you guys are getting a good picture now of the, well, this looks like a crash and derby that happened out here on the front stretch. We like celebrating together as a team for sure, so.
Yeah, well, tomorrow night, we're having a team practice tomorrow night, right? For
Yes, sir.
Cody, get them ready for next week.
Yep.
Well, we need to do a little coordination with our celebration. You know, we're all over the place.
You know, we are a little bit here. That's okay. As we get everything here, give me a couple minutes here and pull in some of our drivers here. Let's switch over here to. Alrighty. Let's see. Cody Mcelwain sitting down there in the waiting room right now. So let's see if Christopher Moore shows up, and we'll have an interview with him here tonight. But just an outstanding. I think we had a pretty good race here tonight, Jamie.
I had a great time. I mean, I tore a car up, saved a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, still good run. Still enjoyed it.
Yeah. As we still see Cody Mcelwain down there, I don't know that Christopher Morris is coming up. So I tell you what, let's just grab a hold of Cody Mcelwain right now, our race winner, and have a chat with him. Hey, Cody, it's Pat, Jamie, and Jamie up in the broadcast booth. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Well, brother, I mean, that was a dominant performance here tonight. Led every lap from the pole. Good strategy and just a strong car, man. So, I mean, just take us through your race here tonight and how you're able to get that number 6 car home in victory lane.
Yeah, man. I was lucky enough to run my best lap during qualifying there to take the pole, and I just got to noticing that we ran, that first green flag run. I think it was, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 laps, something like that. And I looked down and I had just ran my best lap. So I said, well, the tires aren't falling off terribly. So we decided to just try to one stop it as soon as we could get enough fuel in the car to make it. And we did that. And we were just able to, it was a lot easier out in clean air, I would imagine. So I was able to just hang on to it enough there at the end. and bring it home, man. Feels good.
Well, Cody, man, congratulations winning the inaugural race of the Next Gen Series. Man, I don't know. You somehow you were holding on to it. I tore up the car and had to make a bunch of saves. So the fact you went through 60 laps and we saw you wiggle a couple times, that's about it. I mean, how bad was the car feeling to you?
It was loose, man. That the rear end was wanting to step out every time I entered the corner there towards the end, and yeah, like you said, I wiggled a few times and was able to just kind of keep it under control. But there was some moments for sure.
Hey, Jamie. Yeah, I mean, there's some good racing there, Cody. Nice win on the inaugural Next Gen Series. This is Jamie number 2, by the way. Is there any, congratulations again. That car looked like it was a little bit loose. You could tell by watching Pat's, in car that the rear end kept wanting to come out on you in the turns and things of that nature. But is there any thanks you want to give out, shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank our sponsors at Goat Locker Racing, Gill Insurance Advisors, Jam Printing and Promotions. I'd like to thank Veterans 48. I know we kicked off the fundraiser tonight, so I hope everybody can donate a little if you can. Hopefully we'll shatter what we did last season, man. Can't thank all those sponsors enough. Just like to thank y'all for putting on this awesome league and this new series. We have a blast racing out here every Wednesday and Thursday. And just like to thank my teammates, man, Alex and Jake. Couldn't do it without those guys. And appreciate y'all broadcasting, man. We appreciate all y'all do.
Hey, man, wish I had a little something for you there at the end. I mean, it's okay to make a mistake every now and again, Cody. That's just that's all I needed. But a lot of fun racing with you, man. Can't wait to continue racing over the next few weeks here in the Next Gen Series with you. But congratulations on your win here tonight at Indianapolis, man. Get out there and celebrate, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I didn't mean to leave you and Jamie out there on the teammate part. I just, y'all weren't in there with us tonight. That's the reason I mentioned those two. But we appreciate y'all just as much, man.
All right, man. See you, buddy.
All right, man. See ya.
Getting ready to say,
What
are me and you? I mean,
yeah, I was just waiting on that.
Just chop liver, man. It's okay. I only got 3 feelings left, and it's like sleepy, hungry, and well, we'll leave the third one out there. But you get the point here.
Give him credit when he thanks his Goat Locker teammates. That really does involve everybody. So.
It does. It truly does. So, as we're kind of wrapping up everything here and trying to get everything to there it goes, clear off here a little bit, we'll bring up the Veterans 48 kind of fundraiser poster, flyer, whatever we want to call it. We talked about it all night long, but there you see it on screen. Our charity fundraiser running the entire month of May. We're going to have some prize packs, some giveaways, the ability to actually, we're talking about auctioning a couple of our Goat Locker Racing hats off. And again, every single dime goes to Veterans 48. So awesome last year to drop off a check to them for $1,201. I know we're going to beat it this year. Tonight's night number 1. Goat Locker Racing kicked in $100, so we're well on our way there. But as we kind of wind down here a little bit, we'll bring up the schedule for the Next Gen Series. So, great race here tonight at Indianapolis. Next week, we're going to head to Darlington. If you thought this car was a handful here at Indy, Jamie, what are your thoughts on Darlington?
Well, I haven't run it yet, but I imagine it's going to be pretty rough. I can only imagine how loose it's going to get going into turn 3. Getting in 1 and 2, I'm really not too concerned about, but man, 3 and 4 is so tricky at Darlington, and I just have a feeling this car is going to be a handful. So we'll definitely have to get some practice in this week and get ready to go for next week.
So, I mean, the looming question all night long is, when are we going to see Jamie number 2 behind the wheel of these Next Gen cars?
Hopefully I'll be back next week to try my luck at Darlington, and I tell you, if it's anything like the trucks and the other cars at Darlington, it's going to be loose.
Oh, I completely agree with you there. It's going to be another one of those drivers' tracks for sure. But again, thanks to everybody that tunes in to the Cruisin' Classics Next Gen Series. We really appreciate it, and all the people that come out and support us and support Veterans 48. Big shout out to the Ellingson family. So thankful for the jackets. It's so cool for the league to kick in and Mama Ellingson to take care of that. The Ellingsons doing such awesome stuff here within Goat Locker, but. No real other racing this week. It was an off week for the super late models and the truck series as the truck series heads off into the playoffs next week. We will be racing ARCA cars on Sunday, so be sure to tune in for that. But no race tomorrow night. But be sure to give us a like and a follow and all the other kind of crazy stuff people do on the interwebs nowadays. But more importantly, head over to Veterans 48, show them some love, and we truly appreciate everything. So we'll see everybody Sunday. Thank you.